out of nowhere, Cold Killer calls out DTB after this. But why the did they fight and this bitch put her toe in her coochie, bro? And why did she even say that in the confessional? Talk about, I have to put my foot in her coochie. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, we're really, like, they talking about, yeah, I did martial arts. I had to put my foot in her coochie. I'm like, yo, are you dead? Yo, we started cracking the up.
The toe in the coochie?
Yo, the toe and you saw the Bigfoot going that shit too, like,
yo, DTV like her foot in my coochie.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, ta, ta.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back to the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Tina Locke, and this is
Jessie Strange.
And we are back at it again with another episode. And of course, it is a Baddies Africa recap, aka just a Baddies recap. So before we begin, I just want to say welcome back to those that are returning and welcome to our new subscribers that we got.
Yes.
I feel like we have grown a little bit over the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our Instagram has grown as well. So
Yeah.
shout out to y'all. Shout out to the new people. Really appreciate y'all. Really are just excited for you guys to join us in our little community, join the Petty Posse, and we just go kick it back and talk our shit and talk about the tea and clock it. And y'all could even clock us too, because y'all be doing that. And honestly, I'm here for it. Like, whatever you have to say, whatever you have to say. If you make some great points, that's great. If you don't, too bad. But I wanted to just say outfit of the day with Jessie, okay? As you can see, she looks great as usual, and I am just in my robe being cozy. So yes, what's the inspo for the outfit today?
I would say like paperboy vibes, you know? Just chilling, summer vibes, Latin vibes, you know, that type thing. Maybe have like a cigar in my hand type.
Okay,
know?
that I can see like a Cuban.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking like that.
With a like glass of whiskey, some shit.
on the
you know?
rocks,
On
or
the rocks.
just nothing.
Oh, chill. One rock. The
One
big
little
one.
rock.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Yeah,
it's not giving paperboy. It's giving Cuban cigar.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. But what about you, outfit of the day? I know they voted.
Listen.
They voted on Instagram. If you guys don't follow us on there, it's the Petty Headquarters. We're almost at 1,000 followers there, so please definitely go hit us a follow. But there was a vote over there, and so far they said that they wanted you to be cozy.
Okay, let's see.
I did not agree with this at all.
All right, so it's tied, girl.
It's tied?
It's tied.
Thank God.
But what's annoying is that every time I want to be cozy, like Jessie gets so mad. She's like, no, you dress up. No, if you don't dress up, I'm not recording.
Yeah, we
And
had
it's
a compromise.
It's too much. Yeah, because I was going to come on here with my body and my robe, girl.
Absolutely not.
She was like, no, take out the bonnet, just the robe. I was like, okay, I'll take that. That was what we settled on.
Yeah, because it's absolutely outrageous.
I
told her I will not record this fucking podcast if she was out here looking crazy. Like,
but I be looking crazy. There's been a multiple times I was looking crazy though. You recorded with me, so I mean, I guess.
not in a robe. The robe is already too much for me.
Yeah, she's so mad about the robe.
I am.
But like,
Because you don't show up to work in a fucking robe. What the fuck?
bitch, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm home. I'm cozy. Okay?
Tiana's the
It's
type to go to the
11.
store
It's
looking
so-
crazy.
No, I wouldn't look this crazy.
Yeah, right.
I would look this crazy and take out the garbage.
Tell them the truth. She wears fucking rainbow socks over her sweatpants. It's so ridiculous. It's obnoxious as fuck. And she be serious too.
I don't go out like that.
Yeah, you do.
Not
You
to
go.
go out. I'll go to like the store.
Right.
Or like
That's out enough. That's far enough.
Just you know, the type of person be like, no, you ain't gonna catch me lacking. You gonna catch me lacking.
You always
I
lagging.
always used to know when I go out and body tea and makeup is tea and face card valid, I go out and I step the fuck out. Here, you know, there are some days where I just, you know,
a lot of days.
a lot of days where I don't care. And then there are some days where I look kind of cute. But, you know, it's a lot of work. When it's like we record at like 12 in the morning, bitch, it's 12:43 a.m. right now, Eastern. Okay?
That's the only reason why. And it's Memorial Day weekend. So that's the only reason why, because it's vacation. That's literally it.
No,
3-day
but we
weekend.
always be recording
No,
late
I know.
regardless.
But the reason why I agreed to the robe specifically, because we record all the time at this time, specifically is because it was a holiday.
What is that?
It's a
What
holiday.
difference does that make?
That means I'm gonna be lax. It's a holiday.
That don't, it's because she don't care. She don't gotta wake
Nah.
up for work.
That's what I'm saying. It's a holiday. I'm in good spirits.
I'm dead.
Anyways.
Yeah, back to the episode, y'all. So we are here to talk about Baddies Africa episode 3. As you know, a lot of shit went down. All right.
Yeah.
So without further ado,
Let's jump right into it.
let's get into this week's dose of mess. So as soon as it starts off, Tavi and DTB, they fight, they square up, they do their little one-on-one.
Yes.
Tavi, is it Tavi? It's Tavi, right? I keep saying Tavi, but it's Tavi.
I'm only saying Tavi because I know you said Tavi.
No, but when I watched it back, they were saying, she said, Tavi, baby. My name is Tavi, baby. So
Oh.
it's Tavi. I was mispronouncing her shit.
Whatever.
My bad. So Tavi and DTB, they get their little fight. You know, Tavi gets her little hits in. And then, you know, picks up where it left off.
Pretty
Big
much.
Lex sneaking Scotty.
Yep.
That shit was crazy. And Big Lex was like, she needed that because, you know, I've been looking for a fight with Scotty and I never got that and she needed that, clock that. I
But
was like, oh, okay.
My thing was, didn't they fight at the reunion?
No.
They didn't?
No, she wanted to fight her at the reunion,
Oh,
but
and
they
she
never
couldn't.
fought.
They didn't let her, right?
No, they did not.
You
let her.
sure?
She snuck, but they didn't have like a fair one-on-one.
Yeah, but I thought it was squared off at the reunion, no?
They never fought at the reunion. No,
Oh.
her and Summer, Scotty and Summer fought at the reunion.
Scotty
for
and
sure.
Summer and Jayla and Lex. But
Yes.
not Scotty and...
Scotty and Lex never had a fair one-on-one at the reunion.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was random. But I thought it was also funny because as, you know, this whole thing is happening with Lex and Scotty, you see Natalie just shaking her head with her hands like this. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. What was that supposed to mean?
that means she's I don't know.
I
She
don't know.
shows that she's caring. I don't know.
I guess. And then Scotty at this point, she's getting upset. She's yelling at Natalie because it's like, okay, you see, like, what is this? She snuck me. You let her sneak me. Then Summer jumps in.
Yeah, Summer tries to jump in, but like that gets nowhere because the security guard was there. But I thought it was funny because all Nat does go is like, Summer, stop. And then
Right.
that's when Scotty starts freaking out. Like, oh, you're letting them jump me.
Yeah.
You watching this happen. And this
Yeah.
is where this whole thing back and forth with Natalie. Clearly, Natalie and Scotty are going through shit.
Right.
They
right,
have a lot of
right.
issues between
Right.
clearly behind closed doors.
Right, because Scotty was like yelling a lot at her, and then Nat's talking about, I didn't know. I'm just like, I don't understand why you keep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Natalie, please be for real. How you go from saying Big Lex is gonna do this, okay, and now all of a sudden you don't know. You had to have known something. Please, let's just stop acting. That's what it is. It's not about the fact that, yeah, okay, sure, people do blame Natalie a lot, which I can see how she could be like, oh my God, they always blame me. However, Natalie likes to play fucking stupid. And that's the part that, what is going on? Did your glasses just break? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, my glasses just broke. I took this fuzzy thing out, and it came out with the screw, and now the bitch just broke off.
Oh my gosh. Long story short, Natalie, her acting delusional is what pisses me off because it's like, you know what was going on. You knew what was going on. You knew the situation. You know what you said. Okay. So this is just, I don't know if the lines for her start to blur between reality and TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the point where she's like, I didn't know. But it's like, what do you mean you didn't know?
I guess she's just doing her job, and it's hard to tell like how to gauge. But anyways, enough of that because I
Right.
feel like it's a repeat with
It
every
is.
season.
It's redundant.
Especially with Scotty. But Ivory gets upset.
Yeah, after
She's
this,
over Summer.
yeah,
She's like, fuck it, Summer. Let's square up since you want to fucking jump.
yeah.
And man, did they square. Like, bro, Ivory
She beat the
fucks
shit out of
Summer
fucking Summer. Yo,
up,
yeah,
yo.
she beat her ass. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
She really beat the shit out of her. Like, Summer had to take a little time out with a little ice pack because that was just a lot.
Yo,
Like,
she had her on the floor going, bow, bow.
she did,
bow.
she did. And I just think it, while Ivory is like calling her out about to go over there, security's trying to rush over. But as this one security guard, he looks new. I'd never seen him before. He's trying to rush over. His ass falls in the fucking little pond.
Yo, that shit
I
was
was
fucking
like,
priceless.
yo, that shit had me weak. I
That
was like,
shit
this
was funny.
big ass man falling in this fucking, you got mad density, bro.
Yo.
You falling in this pool.
But it's so funny because when he falls, I would have broke out into laughter.
Yeah, I would have been cracking up.
Everybody just kept moving along, like no reaction. Even the way he got up, it was like he fell in, even though his whole body, half of his body was in. He literally just like smoothly gravitated up and kept doing his job. I'm like, bro, that was really professional.
Yo, the tensions were high.
I would have fucking started cracking the fuck up. Not a single security guard broke character. I was like,
Ain't nothing funny with all these bitches is trying to kill each other. Ain't nothing funny. Tensions were high. They were acting like wild barbaric animals, okay, in the motherland. So they had to do their job and break the shit up. So Ivory felt like she had to fight her to teach her a lesson. And honestly, I thought it was well needed. Like, it was deserved because she was just doing too much. She was doing too much.
100%.
From the stealing to the throwing it in the watch to just everything she was doing, like the spitting. It was just like, girl,
and the
calm
constant,
down.
the constant jumping too. Like,
Yeah.
they just think it's cute. This trio think it's cute that you could just jump, and it's like really fucking obnoxious. So like, I know Ivory didn't feel good fucking up Summer, but at the end of the day, she knew it needed to be done. She was like, I hope that Summer learns her lesson and stop fucking doing too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was doing a lot.
A lot.
Like, she was like a loose, like, cannon type shit. Like, I don't know. Like, she needed to be put back in a cage or something the way it was giving. Like, she got out for 2 seconds, got too much freedom, and was doing too much. So-
I know Lex said also that it was hard watching her Summer get beat up by Ivory.
Lex did say that. She did. Which, I mean, I'm sure it was. That's like your friend at the end of the day. And it's like, you're not trying to jump into that fight also because like you and Ivory's little situation was done already. Like,
Exactly.
There's really nothing more to it.
Yeah. And then this is like when we go back to Nat and Scotty.
The
They're
same
like
thing.
fighting back and forth.
Right.
Scotty's like, you stay on that side. And then
Yeah.
Summer's like, oh, she on our side. Like, this my friend. She's like, that's your. And then Scotty's like, that's your friend. And then Summer's like, yeah, that's my friend. That's our friend.
Yeah, it was so weird. And
It's
then
like,
Lex, at this
yo.
point, you see her telling Summer, like, you didn't have to jump in.
Yes,
So that's what she said. She said, she's like, you don't need to jump in. And I don't know where Cold Killer calls out DTB after this.
Yes.
And she says her issue about the song. She's got an issue with her and Tink. You know, y'all knew the song. It had 39 million views. And I'm just like, oh, so is it 40 or is it 39 million? Like, which number is it? Either way, it doesn't matter. Clearly, it got millions of views. But she's still going on about this song. And DTB's telling her, I never knew you. I don't know the song. And I don't know the original. And you know what's crazy is that on the last episode that we had posted, I know a few of you guys came in the comments and you guys were letting us know that the song that Cold Killer had was already an original song that she had sampled and remixed her own. So technically, the song is not even hers to begin with.
Maybe that's why she's not like pressing charges.
Right, because it's someone else's song that she already took, sampled, changed stuff up, you know, and all that stuff. And now I guess DTV and Tink did this, but it's like, instead of being mad at the talent, be mad at the producers. You know, they're the ones that know. They're the ones that know about your shit because they're making the beat, they're sampling it, they're taking it, they're doing all this shit, right? Behind closed doors. And I feel like you're mad at talent, but half time, do you really think that the talent, the people, the artists, they know?
I mean, if
Most of the time it's their team or their producers that know.
I don't care though, because that's still your voice at the end of the day. It's your responsibility to do the work to understand that.
They don't.
I feel like using your team is a cop out. Let's be real.
It is a cop-out. I agree. But I'm saying is like,
They're not that big to have
You
that big
know-
of a team. To
Exactly.
be that stuff fucking like, oh, I didn't know. Like, sound like Lemmy Plumber. Like, you knew. You knew. They taking a note out of Lemmy Plumber's fucking notebook talking about, I didn't know that
Natalie.
Krishan was fucking smoking and drinking. Like, I didn't know. I wasn't behind the editing room. I didn't know they put Emmett Till's name in there. Please.
Yeah, I agree.
You're the fucking CEO. Shut up.
Yeah, but in that situation, no.
Mm-mm.
You really fucking think that Tink and DTB, who are, especially Tink, who's just like new to like fame and like this newfound fame, you really think she knew, oh, it was this girl song?
No.
She probably didn't even check shit.
She probably didn't check shit, but at the end of the day, Cold Killer, I haven't heard the song, so I honestly don't know. But if what Cold Killer is saying is true, I don't give a fuck if you did your research or not. We're fighting. The fuck? That's fucked up. Should have done your research. Now you know. Now you know.
Okay, now
You know what I mean?
you that's factual. That's valid. That's valid.
Also, DTV clocks the fact that Cold Killer brought a mouth guard. And I thought that was like, clock it DTV, because she's like, you know, bitch, you know where you got that from. Because let's be real, DTV started that shit.
Yeah, because I was like, as soon as they were about to square up and I saw that she put in the mouth guard, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so interesting that you did that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's you think you're being clever. I don't know.
No,
I don't
she's
know.
being smart because, I mean, but she's a fan. Clearly,
Right.
she saw last season. She
Right.
saw what DTV did because she was the one that did it. Thought it was
Right.
funny.
Right.
And
And the
it's-
swim cap.
Mhm. So it's like, I was like, yeah, DTV, she is a fan. That's why she
Bro.
want to fight.
Right, but why the fuck did they fight and this bitch put her fucking toe in her coochie, bro? And why did she even say that in the confessional? Talk about, I have to put my foot in her coochie. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, they talking about, yeah, I did martial arts. I had to put my foot in her coochie. I'm like, yo, are you dead? Yo, we started cracking the fuck up. Yo, that shit was mad funny, yo. I was like, yo, we were saying we really thought we seen it all.
No, like for real. I thought I saw it all. Legit. I thought I saw it all in
From
this show.
fighting and all this shit.
From all types of shit. From like swinging and kicking.
teeth falling out, like scalp, the hair being ripped out, but
The toe in the coochie?
yo, the toe and you saw the Bigfoot going that shit too, like
Yo, DTV like, her foot in my
She
coochie.
said that shit every week. Yo, she really said that.
Who does that?
Oh my god! And yo, when you saw the angle too of when it went
Yes.
in, and then I kid you not, when she pulled her foot out, it looked like it was a struggle for her foot to come out. Like that shit was gripping her fucking toe. That was so nasty.
Ew.
And then when it came out, the way her foot came out looked like it literally made a pop sound effect when it came out. Like I was like, oh my god.
What kind of shit was you listening
I don't even
to?
know what the fuck. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like it did. The way it popped out, like.
Oh, I thought you said it sounded like, I'm like, bitch, it was not inside her pussy.
No, there was no sound. I was just saying the way her foot looked when it popped out looked like it made that nasty ass pop sound effect. Like, what the fuck, yo?
That shit was wild.
Her little
I'm
ass
like,
foot really jerked back. Like,
who's like when you're in survival mode?
The
who
toe and the
fucking thinks, yeah, let me stick my fucking toe in this bitch's coochie? Who does that? Talk about, yeah, I did martial arts. What?
oh my gosh.
Nah, that shit
y'all.
was out of pocket, yo.
That was out of pocket. That was so
I
funny.
would feel violated if some bitch, if I'm winning, I got this bitch on the floor.
And you really think
it's
she's
all
sweet?
hands.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a bitch's toe is going up my coochie. That is outrageous. That reminds me of that video I seen. It was this video of this man talking about the caption said, I broke a dog fight, but not the way you think. And like, it was the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was like this big pit bull with a small dog and they were fighting, Bro, this man out of nowhere comes because you got the two owners pulling back and it's not working. You see this man come out of nowhere and go boop right into the butthole. The dog let go immediately. He's like, "Woo!" Genius. But anyways, that shit reminded me of that. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yo, it's crazy how as soon as you feel violated, you stop. You don't want to fight no more. You're like, this shit getting weird. What is this? This shit getting weird. Like,
Shit got weird,
it's
bitch.
getting
Got a
weird,
stranger
like-
ass bitch towing my coochie is crazy.
Yo, that's outrageous. All right.
Yeah.
Well, moving on from that, from the fucking the toe and the coochie, that need to be the title of this episode. That's just actually ridiculous.
I know that.
Like she put her toe where? Like what the fuck?
Right.
So ugly.
I also know that at some point they get back up or whatever, they fighting some more. DTB
But then
starts
they say they want to
kicking.
do. Yeah, she's doing all this shit. I'm happy security blocked that though, because I'm like, why are you kneeing?
Now fuck that. You got your toe in my coochie, all shit on deck now.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't no
Yeah,
bitch, you want to use your feet? Bet.
she used her toes. Ugh.
Dirty ass toes.
How you know her toes were dirty?
That bitch was fighting. That shit is, and it was, there was
Oh,
no
that's true. She was
chancla.
barefoot.
She was
That's
barefoot,
right.
bitch. That
She
shit was dirty.
barefoot. Yeah, she was. So then the girls do Baddy shot o'clock. Tavi talking about Tavi. Look how I keep fucking up her name. Tavi just don't sound right to me. Tavi sounds better. Tavi just sounds like, you know, that's the sound effect I get in my head when I have to say it like that. Like it sounds like, I don't know. So Tavi's talking about, I ain't shot, girl, bitch. I mean, I knew Baddy shot o'clock. Okay, cool. So they do Baddy shot o'clock, and then this is where you see Summer and Scotty. They start arguing over some dumb
Well,
shit.
I do know that when they were on their way to the thing, Natalie says something like, yeah, Baddy shot a clock with Scotty's body on the sign, so y'all gotta respect her. And I love her.
Yeah, she did say that.
She tried to throw in a little thing in there.
She
It's
like
not working.
try. It's not.
Because she's not
like-
addressing it. She's just throwing it out there like, yeah, respect her.
Yeah, but she's not literally saying, you guys need to stop sneaking Scotty.
The way she would talk to Biggie whenever she would mess up her money.
The same way she'll talk to DTB, like, stop challenging me. Talk to those
Mhm.
girls like that, they'll listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
They will.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
They're dick riding you so hard. Like, even Bad Dolly at some point dick rided her, talking about, yeah, because you always make the best boss decisions. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, that was so ugly the way, Bad
But yeah.
Dolly is just on one this season. I can't.
But yeah, we get into Lex and Scotty. They start fucking going back and forth again. Scotty said, I'm still pretty. And then Lex is like, okay, so let's do another one. So they square up again. And, you know, Scotty tried to do the little kick. It didn't work. Obviously, Lex got her long ass basketball arms hit across. And, you know, this is like, so then there's a squabble or whatever. But it was so funny because this is where fucking Natalie coming in with the one arm, like, stop!
No, she really did. She tried to keep her head out. Like, like, she really said, this is me trying, Scotty. Look. I was like, damn.
Her face far away. Stop!
I know. I don't know why she didn't do that sooner, because Lex is not going to hit you. Should have done that sooner.
True.
Duh. Like,
True.
She's probably afraid to get hit.
She is clearly. Look how far her fucking neck was from that fucking. Yeah, she was mad scared, trying not to get hit.
Oh, yo, that shit was so funny. And then this whole thing is weird because obviously they're still in the middle of arguing. Summer and Scotty. Scotty talking about, let's go swim. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna just throw you in the pool. And then Summer is like, well, you're cute, but you chose the wrong side. And I was like,
Yeah.
what kind of fucking, first of all, side? Scotty been there longer than you. She does not need to choose sides. That was so random.
That was weird.
That was
This
so
trio
fucking
thing
weird.
is fucking weird
Get
because
into their head like they in middle school or some shit.
beyond getting to their heads. Like, I think it's way past getting to their heads at this point.
It's like ugly as fuck.
It's so fucking
It's childish.
ugly.
It's so childish.
It's delusional. Like, what
It
do you
is.
mean Scotty didn't pick the right side, bitch?
Scotty of all people.
Been around before you, will be around probably after you.
Right.
And like, it's Scotty with the body. She ain't need to choose no fucking side. She was fucking Natalie's best friend for a long time before she distanced herself. So it's like, what the fuck you mean? But the thing
And they even knew her and Natalie even knew each other before she brought her to Zeus. So I'm like, choose a side? Are you kidding me?
It's so weird. But then also it's like, Natalie, right? Well, she's trying, but it's so funny how she uses like she'll like, I don't think she gets it, right? Because I feel like at this point, I think Natalie speaking up right here would have been more effective than her going like this with her one arm thing, because it's like, she should have said, honestly, something like choosing sides. That's my girl. Like, something like that. But she's Natalie Nunn and will never be loyal. So it's like, not
she
even
doesn't
in
even
those,
know how to be, it seems like.
or yeah, that's true.
She's not even saying nothing. Like, you don't have to fight. You can also speak up, but she doesn't even do that. So, I don't know. But then again, she don't speak up for none of them. Because even Rolly, she don't speak up for. Jayla, she don't speak up for.
Exactly. That's what I'm just saying.
She just don't do that shit.
It's not her.
It's not her. And she really don't get it.
That's why she needs to have money to have friends, because let's be real, she's not a good friend.
No, she is not a good friend.
That's why she gives the way she gives, because it's like, let's be real, that's the only way she knows how to show love.
Right. Damn, she's toxic, yo.
Duh, you gotta be on the show.
She is mad. But like, we already knew she was toxic, but it's like, damn, when you think about it that deep, like, she don't know how to show love. It's crazy. When you think about it like that, it's true. Because even with her husband. Jeez,
so,
man.
but even with her kid, like, and I'm not criticizing her parenting, but what I'm saying is, a lot of the time, people will be criticizing her online about her parenting skills, but it's like, she's like, but look, she's got a pool and we're taking her to Disney and she's got this beautiful Hello Kitty
and
party.
Like, she has businesses in her name.
Yeah,
make sure that she's good.
Which is great.
But what about the love?
The love.
What about the emotional support?
The emotional maturity.
But obviously, we're not going to see that. We're not going to see that.
That doesn't call for good. I wouldn't show that either. That's Capricorn shit right there. You know what I mean?
But you would show all the fancy, expensive things you bought, but you can't show thoughtful stuff, like on a smaller scale. Like, oh, I'm helping her with her homework, or like, I don't know, like something like that. Like, oh, I don't know why, what they teaching these kids these days. I'm trying to help my daughter with her. Even something like that could show like, oh, you are like involved.
True.
In a sense of like, emotionally being there and being thoughtful in that sense. But I doubt that. She probably pays someone to do that shit. She not doing that.
But yeah, and then again, speaking of Natalie, she goes, baddie, shot o'clock. And she realizes that DTV is just standing there, not participating, not saying baddie, not even smiling. She's just over it. And then fucking Natalie's like, what's your problem? What's going on? They start going back and forth again.
So stupid.
Yeah, so going back and forth again. DTV's like, every time I try to tell you what's wrong, you don't listen to me. And then Natalie just like, listen, I'm sorry. She's just apologizing publicly.
It was so weird though, because even before apologizing, she was just started yelling and talking about, oh, you need to stop challenging me on my show. I'm the CEO. I'm like, oh, I know you have a chain that says Baddie CEO, but like, let's be real. You're not the CEO. So that caught me off guard. I was like, I guess.
Yeah, DTB was so annoyed. She's like, why are you bothering me? Like, leave me alone. What? There's 15 bitches here. You're mad that I'm not saying baddie shot a car. Like, you're clearly trying to just piss me off.
Right.
And she was.
All right. And it's so funny because then after that, she, which one came first? The apology or the splits?
No, it was the apology. So then that's when Natalie was like, I'm sorry, for all these things. And like, you're the MVP of Baddies Caribbean. You're here for a reason. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, it was after. No. And then I don't remember actually.
I think the splits was first. No, I don't remember.
No, but then I don't remember.
I don't know. But either way, it was so funny because then she was like, "Fine, you want me to do baddie shot? Hey!" And then she starts jumping in the air, doing splits, twerking. That shit had me weak,
bro.
That shit had me fucking weak, yo.
That shit was funny as fuck.
She really did not care.
No, she trolling like, that's what you want, right?
Trolling hard.
She's like you want me to be a dancing monkey? Fine. Fuck it, like, you know what I mean? Like, starts like performing and shit. I'm just like, bro.
Yo, she's so funny.
All right, so this is where Russian fucking cream ass wears on the Mac. And then Natalie starts talking about how You know, oh, Anna, she had to let her go. It was the
Yeah, because
best.
she asked, "Oh, did you fire her?"
Right. She's
Right.
like, it's the best decision. That's all I have to say. And this is where Bad Dolly says she makes boss ass decisions. And I was just like, yo, Bad Dolly is sucking Natalie's dick so fucking hard, it's making me fucking cringe.
Hard, yo. She's slurping on that
She's
shit.
choking on that. She's deep throating the shit out of
Deep
that
throwing
thing.
that shit, gobbling it
Gobbling,
up, bitch. Slurp,
bro.
slurp, all that, yo.
I'm like, bro.
Shit, she giving her sloppy toppy at this point.
Son, I was like, what is this bitch? It's so delusional.
Mm-hmm. She said, but you always make boss-ass decisions. I was like, ooh. Oh, man. Oh,
It's
man.
disgusting.
You can be cool with Natalie without doing all that extra shit.
It's crazy because I don't know. There have been so many other baddies on there that didn't have to do that.
No, not at all.
But you know what? I'm not surprised. This is the same fucking person that came and started beef with Tasiki
Yep.
for no fucking reason.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so it's so extra, bro. I don't know. Bad Dolly's gotta go. She really, I think her getting injured so many times last season where she didn't have the opportunity to show herself was a sign from God telling her, bitch, get out. Because
But
you
that's
are not
why-
made for this.
Yeah, but that's probably why. She's like, oh, you're going to see a whole new side of Bad Dolly this season because she just going to whoop on everybody now and just going to do shit. Just
Yeah, but
because
it doesn't
she didn't
work.
She didn't get to shine last season because she was basically embarrassing herself the whole time.
But you know, I think this is even more embarrassing, in my opinion.
It is.
because
it
it's
is.
like you 32 acting weird as fuck. Like you're not even acting like a grown
she
woman.
acted like a fifth grader.
you
for real.
for real, like
For
a
real.
fucking fifth grader.
On the
It's
fucking playground,
fucking
bitch.
ugly. Like you ain't have not like you don't gotta do all that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
weird. Like talk about we're the trio. You know, we don't have to do all these things that the new girls gotta do. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You were here for one fucking season.
one,
And you don't even
season.
count.
Yo,
You
literally.
only here because of your friends.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. I was surprised Bad Dolly came back this season.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like, even though I know that this is a saying that everyone says, everybody says, oh my mama, oh my mama, oh my mama. But I feel like ever since Summer kind of like was the one that kind of was saying that from the beginning, I feel like Bad Dolly is just saying it a lot and overusing it. Like, even at some point you see the scene where she's sitting down with the other new girls and she just starts saying, yeah, on my mama. But she says something about something mama. And it was weird. And I'm like, yo, why do you keep talking like that? It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like that whole trio is a mess. So after all of the shenanigans, Baddy shot a clock, you know, DTB twerking and Natalie apologizing to DTB and all of that weird shit, even with Bad Dolly when they were talking about Anna Mac. You know, you think everything's over after they're taking the shot, but then you see LCK walk over to K Rican and just starts doing this weird thing, like with like
We need
holding hands.
we
like,
need a fight.
Yeah, like
we need a fight. Let's go fight.
Like I need it with you.
We
I
need
need it
it.
with you. Yeah, I was so confused.
I'm
I
like,
was
this bitch is holding this bitch's hand.
yes, like that's all that was going on was like that.
Yeah,
I
it was
like,
weird
what?
as fuck.
What the fuck is happening?
Maybe-
You went over there to do that, bro?
Maybe that's a Zimbabwe way of like, you know,
No,
of like
I
fighting.
don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so, girl. I
That's
really don't think
That's
so.
the only logically, that's the only thing. Like, is like culturally
No,
different
it's
to like
not.
fight.
It's not, because if she was really a fighter, she would have been bust her in the head. The same way a Jamaican would have been bust somebody in the head. I'm sure an African would have been bust you in the head too. So the fact that she just went over there and played fucking tug of war with her hands.
Patty cakes, bitch.
Yeah, she was patty cake for real. Except there was no noise being made. It was just, I don't know what the fuck it was.
Dancing salsa.
Yeah, it was like
Shorty with dancing salsa in that bitch.
some weird shit, yo.
It was
It was
weird.
weird because I'm like, you went over there to hold hands, like, bitch, like, what the fuck?
OD.
Like, you didn't have to do this. You could have waited till tomorrow.
Mhm.
Like, you saw, you were the one talking about these. It was a barbecue and all the bitches was meat. So if you saying that, you should have just waited till tomorrow. Like,
Wha-
I don't know. It was so awkward too. The
It
walk
was
up.
so
It was
awkward. Just like walking up, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I need it with you. Like, need what?
what
Like,
was
are
the
you talking
problem
about?
again?
So the problem was with LCK and K Rican was that K Rican was calling LCK weird. And this is
Mhm.
where Russian Cream gets involved a little after this.
Oh, so that was her problem.
Right.
Okay.
So K Rican was talking to Russian Cream and they both were calling her weird.
Mhm.
And that's why Russian Cream also, I hate these names. That's why Russian also went to Rican and was like, I have a problem with you because now why are you telling her all this shit after I heard it from you?
That's right. That's right. But like, let's be real. Elsie kind of fucking weird because that whole salsa dance before the fight was weird. Because even when she started fighting, it was like pushing. It wasn't even like
It
she was just
wasn't-
like doing some weird shit. I don't even know.
I don't know what she was doing. And then she was just trying to like grab onto her, but it just wasn't
Yeah.
working out. And they were just like, I don't
It
know.
was pushing. It was weird. It was like
It was
some
pushing
weird
and
shit.
pulling. You know? I didn't know what was going on.
Like, Rican was definitely trying to like punch.
it was like happening in slow motion. I was like, how do you fight in slow fucking motion? yo? That shit was so weird. And then,
Mhm.
you know, as they're going at it, Cold Killer jumps in.
Yeah.
All right.
She does jump in.
Yeah, she does. And this is where you see Tavy trying to interject, talking about don't jump, don't jump. And then she's trying to get Elsie to go fuck up Cold Killer and
Mhm.
get her. And I'm just looking at Tavy like, this girl probably about to be like the new ringleader for the new girls. Because the way she just be talking to them and they just be listening, like it really is giving that she's about to just do that.
She was doing a lot though.
She was doing a lot. Like she was really doing a lot.
Yeah, she was doing a lot. But I also think that Cold Killer fucking jumping in for a Rican is mad random and
It's
a
so
little
random.
weird.
Like this is the first night.
Yeah, so it's like I get it. Like she said that she jumped in because apparently K Rican wasn't feeling well, so she had stomach issues. So she
Right.
knew that, and that's why she did it. But like, you only known each other for 2 days.
That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of random, but I guess.
Like I just feel like, you know, these girls are gonna have to learn that ain't nobody your friend.
Mm-hmm,
Because if somebody waves some fucking money in their face and say, yeah,
Mhm.
slap that bitch, she gonna slap you.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to understand that nobody's your friend. And honestly, some stuff you just can't take personal because it's a show and people are gonna do whatever it takes just to be on the show. And then it's like, it's either you're gonna do that or you're not. So you're gonna be with it or you're not gonna be with it. And you should know that you shouldn't trust anyone. So I don't know why she even did that. Like y'all was besties.
Right.
But are they besties off the show?
I don't think so.
They didn't really discuss or clarify that. So I don't know.
I don't think so. We would have heard about it from by now. You know what I mean? But also it's like this is what sets like Elsie off completely.
Yeah,
She starts
yeah.
going crazy, bro. Like she's just screaming
Yeah.
and upset because she's like, oh, they're jumping or whatever. I don't know. Ivory didn't see it at first either because she was like, no one was jumping you. You need to stop drinking. And then that's when Lex was like, no, the girl, and they don't know everybody's name yet. So they're like, yeah, that girl jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot happening.
It was a lot, but I just want to know. It's just interesting because as Elsie and Cold Killer are fighting, you see Scotty, Big Lex, and Ivory trying to break that shit up.
Yeah,
and I'm
that
like,
was
where's
random.
the fucking security guards? Why are the girls in the
Mm.
middle of this? Where are those big ass men that love to push other bitches down on the ground when they're breaking shit up? Where are they at?
They're just watching a little
They were
bit.
just watching and standing there, and I'm like, yo, y'all get paid to break it up. Why the fuck are you not breaking shit up? Why are you letting Scotty, Ivory, and Lex be the security? Like that shit was fucking weird to me.
Yeah, that shit was hella weird. And also, it was so funny because, like, at this point, Ivory's like mad hype. She's in the background jumping up and down, talking about, I'm always in fights, so to be able to watch it is amazing. I'm like, this bitch said this shit is amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah, she liked the drama. Clearly.
She's so funny.
She's hilarious. And it's so crazy because, like, you see Elsie yelling, throwing a fit, and then Summer, why was she even going up to, Summer wanted to know why Ivory was hitting, like, wanted to fight her.
Mhm.
And Ivory was just like, go somewhere. Please get on my face. And I'm like, Summer, why are you even going up to Ivory right now? You see this crazy situation. Like, just stay on the sidelines and just be quiet. Like, even in that situation, she's still walking up, still trying to ask questions. Like, why? Just stop.
Just get the fuck out, Summer. You annoying the shit out of me.
Right.
No, for sure.
And then this is where we see Russian Cream call out Rican for a fade. Now, this to me kind of just irritated the shit out of me because I'm like, so you stood there the whole fucking time and then you waited till after she mind you, she was fighting on the bus with Fauna and all of them already. Then fighting there. Then, it's just too much. Then with ELSIE. And now you're doing this?
Yeah, but it could have waited.
It could have waited, but also it just felt like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but from what I've deduced is that Russian, I'm pretty sure she's trying to make it seem like, the way the story was told about Rican also calling ELSIE weird, she's trying to make it seem like Rican is the one that started this whole thing, when I feel like it was her. I feel like it was her that started talking about it. Okay? And I think that's just really what it is. And I feel like she's just talking shit. Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, but something about her just gives manipulative a little bit, but basically, Russian has beef with Rican over this, and now she wants to fight. And I guess that's just the whole point of the show, right? So of course she wants to do that. So now she's letting her catch her breath, but at some point time is going by. Then you see her go in the house. She's trying to get by security. Security is holding her back. She's trying to kick the door. And before she even does that, the door is open and she's trying to get in and fight her. Security's not letting her get in. And then that's when she does all that stuff and try to kick the door. And that's security comes real quick. Like, no, don't be trying to get it up. Yeah, when it comes to their fucking money, because they don't want to fucking owe any money because it's expensive and you have to buy that shit back. They come to the rescue when it comes to you breaking shit in the house. I love how quick they show up for that, but they will not break up some of these crazy ass fights. Then you see Natalie, she goes to DTB and she's like, oh, I need to show you around. Let me show you your room. Come. And she gives her this whole fucking basically house tour.
MTV house tour.
Yeah, it was crazy. Game room, gym, sauna. It was infinity pool in her room.
Spa foot for this foot
yes,
thing.
Yes. It was a lot. And I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. And then DTB was mad fake. Talk about, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, because Natalie says that DTB is trying to come for her job. But it's so funny because DTB's like, bitch, I'm a fucking rapper. I don't want your fucking job. But what did you think about this whole thing? What did you think the purpose of giving DTB all that was? What do you think it is? It's kind of, I thought it was weird, right? Because it's if Shorty's trying to come for your job, I would personally think I thought they were going to give her some dingy basement room. I didn't expect all that shit to be down there.
No, I expected her to get a really nice room. I expected that, but I just want to know what's the catch. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, we don't find out. I don't think there is a catch, which is why I feel like it's sus. What? I don't get it. If my job is being threatened by somebody, I'm going to reward them by giving them the biggest fucking nicest house, apartment or room or whatever the fuck. I found that weird. I don't get it.
Maybe that's what she gets for creating so much drama. I don't know if that was a deal or in her contract. I have no idea. If that's just them, repaying her for her hair coming out, her tooth getting, knocked out. I don't know if this is them paying her back. Basically, the shit that she sacrificed.
Maybe. I don't fucking know. I just thought that was weird. Yeah. Okay, your job is being threatened and you reward them? Okay.
Yeah, that was so weird. So at this point, you see the girls go to their rooms. And one thing I do gotta say, them bitches got food this season.
Yeah.
They got food this season.
What the fuck is up with that? They really showing it and everything.
They show the whole countertop had a bunch of food. The island had a bunch of food. And what's crazy is that in the beginning too, when they went to the little brunch, they also had food too. They had chicken and waffles. I was like, oh, I'm really seeing y'all eat. this season.
Yeah, they're
Because
definitely.
I've never seen them eat.
Nah, they pushing it this season. They say you gonna see food this season.
It's
bitch.
so funny because Natalie said they're gonna starve this season and now they got food. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are y'all really on? Like, what are y'all playing at?
Natalie
Like,
just talk shit.
she really do be talking out her ass.
Mm-hmm.
Girls go to their rooms and Tavy decides to take her name tag off of one door and put it on the door of the trio, Summer, Big Lex, and Bad Dolly. And that was so weird.
First of all, TV doing the whole room thing was very obnoxious.
And she was like, I respect Rolly. I can't do Rolly. Who's rooming this? Who's rooming this? Oh, Rolly, yeah, yo. I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out, bro.
I feel like she was already annoying me when she was instigating the whole fight down like outside, but then she did the whole room thing and she was just running, like legit running, like
Out of breath and
cameras couldn't keep up type shit. Like they was a little bit behind. Shorty
They were.
long legs, so she ran.
all. Mm-hmm.
Found Bad Dolly, the Big Lex. I'm not calling them the big trio, whatever the fuck they want to be called, because Dolly just do too much. Because obviously this is where Dolly's like getting irritated. Was like, you know, we're the big three. We don't have to choose rooms like everyone else because we've been stamped. Bitch, stamped? Shorty fucking FedEx mail now all of a sudden. Talking about the bitch is stamped? Where?
Why are you getting these jokes from?
What you mean? Shorty said stamped. Bitch, what?
Yo, nah, I'm fucking weak. These are some great one-liners, yo.
I'm just like, bro, can someone get Bad Dolly out my fucking face? I can't stand her. Her face just pisses me off, bro.
Yeah, and then she starts telling Tavy to pick a side. Like, what is up with that?
What is this side
What is
bullshit?
this?
It's so weird.
It's the first fucking night. Y'all don't even know the girls. What side? Jesus
This is
Christ.
probably what Natalie was telling them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it.
Probably.
Because
Starting drama.
they're very comfortable with claiming Natalie being their friend, one. Two, you know Big Lex has been in cahoots with Natalie. And then three, it's like the first thing that Natalie said on the first episode to Scotty was Big Lex this, Big Lex is gonna, whoop your ass, stuff like that. And it's just like, well, where did that, because I remember us being like, where did that come from? That's so random, right? Like, why would she say that? It's not like she's Big Lex, you know what I mean?
Right.
So then I'm like, now I'm piecing it together. Like, now you came to see Bad Dolly. She's on some shit. Like, she has an agenda this season. She's the one who made the other three, another three that is trying to threaten.
Yeah, she was like,
her
y'all a
three.
trio. I'm like,
Right. She's on and on with this trio shit. And I'm just like, and now she's saying pick a side, and then DTV talking about, oh, we gotta be on this side. It just seems a little coordinated.
think so?
Absolutely. And maybe
Probably
not
onto
like,
something.
and maybe not like, hey guys, this is what you're gonna do. I don't think it's like that, but it's more like Natalie hanging out with the trio, fucking talking about, guys, you guys are gonna be, DTB this, DTB that. Then, you know what I mean? It feels a little orchestrated, because what the fuck is Bad Dolly on talking about pick a side? Everybody's talking about pick a side. Like,
Yeah, somebody's talking about you chose the wrong side.
Right,
I'm like, what are we on?
it feels a little orchestrated, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. I like that take, because like honestly, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched.
Because where did you get this narrative from?
Yeah, it's so
It
random.
wasn't there last season.
No.
Now, if it was there
no.
last season, it'd be a different story, right?
I mean, it was the newbies versus the OGs last season.
No, I'm
so-
talking about the trio.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like-
yeah. Because it def wasn't there when Biggie, Tasiki, and Anna were there. That wasn't
Right.
a thing. They were just cool.
That's what I'm saying. It feels very orchestrated. It
It
feels
does.
feels a little
That's gonna
weird.
be the storyline for this season.
Mhm. Pick a
Picking
side.
Yeah, picking sides.
Pick a
and
side.
Trios.
DTB or Natalie. That's what it is.
That's probably why she got her little executive suite.
That's what it feels like. It feels like, oh, you want to be the CEO? Bet. This is what it's going to be. And it's going to be two head honchos and they got to pick a side.
Yeah, it's giving that. And then DTB's girls against Natalie's girls.
That's what it feels like.
You're probably right, honestly. That's probably what Lemmy coordinated in his little head. Probably why she got that executive suite. Natalie was probably so mad
You
that she
guys-
had to show her the fucking tour.
You guys are watching it live, me piece it together. Because
Right,
I'm like, it made no sense how this girl supposedly trying to take your throne and you're going to reward her?
Yeah.
It's very weird. Why
Yeah.
didn't she get the ET treatment?
Yeah, it's giving Lemmy. This is written all over this.
Yeah. Which is why it's like, and you're giving her a house tour? How is that respect, bro? I would have been, fuck you. You go give this bitch a house tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're going to take my chair and you're going to get rewarded for it? Oh. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. But now I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
Figured it out here.
Yeah, I think you figured it out.
It's all orchestrated.
Yep. So now we still hear, in the middle of this, you actually hear ELSIE still yelling in the background as Natalie is like showing DTP her whole room. You still hear this bitch yelling in the background. Russian is looking for fucking Rican. You hear ELSIE running, yelling in the background. She still want to fight. Ivory comes out trying to cheer her up, and this shit was just so fucking funny, bro.
Yo,
Ivory talking about do your little dance, do your little dance. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's fucked up. When
Bro,
she was
that
saying
was
that,
crazy. I was like, damn.
I'm
bro.
like,
wow, what dance, bro?
What? Right.
You don't even know like what dance she do. What are you talking about?
It's crazy to me because I feel like they don't even realize like how rude that is. Like
that's a little, yeah, it's a little rude.
I
was
guess
like,
she's
damn.
trying to be funny, and I know Ivory meant well.
No,
She's
she's
just
right.
right. Like I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's like them friends that
I
just.
thought about that too. When
I was
saw
like,
that.
remember when I said how Natalie's like using these people like props?
Yes,
That's what it felt. I'm like, what do you think? Just
yes.
Africans are props that just dance when you tell them to dance?
Right. That's why when she said that, I was like, oh no.
I'm like,
no.
Yeah, for real. I was like, oof, okay.
It was like, part of me wanted to laugh, and then part of me was like, why would you say that, girl? What are you talking about? She was looking at her like, what?
Yo, she got tight. She was
I
like,
was like,
not right now. What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
what do you mean? Like,
what the fuck?
I'd be tight.
And how you even know she can dance? What if she can't even dance? What if she don't got no rhythm in her body? Like,
Yeah,
not
yo.
a rhythmic bone.
I was
That
like,
was crazy.
I was like,
bro.
oof, we're gonna move past that one.
I was like, yeah, they're being very American.
Yes,
Being very American.
that's it.
Yeah.
Do that little dance. Do that little dance. Yeah. That's what it felt like. Yeah, go ahead. Do that little dance you do. Like what?
Oh my god.
Like a perform, like a.
No, OD.
It's like a dancing, like I
OD.
kept seeing. Like you just.
She really said.
Yo, for real, yo.
Yo, she is so bad.
It's so
I was
bad.
like, that's a little ignorant. Ivory.
Very ignorant.
Bro, acting like a fucking westernized American,
Oh,
bro.
so
I was like, you being
embarrassing.
very American.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Jesus. Going to Africa, don't know how to fucking act, bro. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. That was just funny. And at some point, she was like, did ELSIE start speaking her own language at some point? 'Cause she got
mentioned
mad.
some curse.
Yeah, she
or
just
something.
started like, I don't know if it was like English. I don't think it was. But then
No.
Pretty People was like, I don't know what she's saying. Oh, I know she cussing that bitch out. She mad. She cussing that bitch out. I was like, this shit is comedy. You can't make this up. Ivory's trying to literally mimic what she's saying.
I know.
I'm like, oh.
She's like,
I'm
what's that?
She's just trying to say. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even remember what the fuck she said.
Not
I was
gonna
like,
see me try to say it.
I don't know either. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. So that shit had me weak. I was like, yo, you're being so fucking American right now. I was like, this shit need to stop, bro.
That shit funny.
Bro, from the toe and the coochie to this, I don't know what the fuck
OD.
is do your little dance.
OD.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Nah.
Oh, all right. And this is where you see Ivory. She's just a little too hyped to be watching these fights take place, okay?
So hyped.
And then out of nowhere, Russian and Fauna, I guess because Russian's still going on about trying to get to Karikin, and Fauna's just over it. She's just like, all right, fight me now, bitch. So they fight, and I think it was a tie. I think that was a pretty good tie. I don't think anyone really got that. Security breaks it up, and then after that, Summer and Cold Killer fight. I guess Cold Killer is just talking about something. Summer, as usual, popping her shit. They start fighting. And bro, Summer beat the shit out of fucking Cold Killer.
Whoa.
Like Summer beat the shit. You didn't think she beat the shit out of her? You literally
Calm
said
down.
it.
No,
You
I
literally
didn't say
said it.
that.
You-
I said she got her once, but I didn't beat the shit.
She did. She was getting her hits in. I was after that fight with Ivory, she done learned a few things.
Nah,
She said, I'm not
Tiana
going down easily.
Tiana was hyped about Summer. She swore she won. I don't know. I don't know if she beat the shit out of Cold Killer.
Summer beat her ass, and Cold Killer already had a black eye, so it's just a lot. It's a lot going on.
I'd like to know what they think. What you guys think about
what
that
do you guys
one?
think? Because Summer definitely had that in the bag. Like, I mean, yeah. She was definitely just throwing them, and that was it. And that's pretty much how it all ends. Natalie is like, guys, we need to stop. We need to stop. The fighting is done. There's time tomorrow, you know? And yeah, then we see Scotty and Rolly in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's the next day.
And they're recapping everything that happened last night.
Rolly was like really hyped, like happy that she's like, oh, Scotty, you finally stood up for yourself. And Scotty like, I've been stood up for myself. And she's like, no, but like it's different for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
Rolly said it was different.
And she said she still said a little something where she's like, doing too much with Natalie, but you know, like she said something that was alluding to that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but even though she was giving her props, at the same time, she still kind of was alluding to her doing too much.
Oh yeah?
Yes,
I missed
she
that.
was. I don't remember what she said word for word, but she did allude to that, and it was weird, but she was being jokey about it. But then after that, they start talking about Anna, like what's the situation with Anna? Is she really fired or is she like on a timeout? And then you see DTB come out with her damn neck pillow. This bitch always do this. She always come out wearing a neck pillow like it's a neck brace, bitch. I be getting so tight at her. Like, I started cracking the fuck up. I'm like, bitch, why you walk around mad stiff? Like,
OD.
like, hey guys.
Yo, for
Don't
real.
even be moving. She moving her body like
OD.
with the whole neck pillow. My neck hurt. I got mad fights. I'm like, girl, you are hilarious. Like, cause like, why are you this funny? Like, you don't need to be this fucking funny.
Yo, she's such a troll.
She is a troll. That's the word. Because she really is a troll.
Yeah, she comes out with the her neck pillow, and then we forgot to mention Scotty had this fucking
yeah, she had an
hand
arm brace on, yeah. That was crazy.
I
was
these
like,
bitches is broken.
Yo, D, these bitches be getting fucked up, tooth out, hair patch gone, bottom row of teeth missing. Like, what is going on? Broken fingers. Like, it's just too much, man. It is too much. And at this point, like, DTV starts talking about how she was shocked that Natalie apologized. I'm like, yo, DTV being mad fake.
Even the way she said it was mad.
She was like, yeah, oh my God, she apologized. I was like, girl, you know damn well you don't give a fuck about Natalie's apology.
Definitely
like,
don't.
This fake ass acting for camera time, I am seeing through it like it's water, girl.
100%.
Like, this is crazy.
Which makes it funnier, to be honest.
Yeah, it actually is really funny because I'm like, why are you talking like that?
Because even like she just came out, DTV just did a podcast episode with one of the guys that has been interviewing all the baddies. And she had mentioned how like she described baddies being jail. And I'm like, yo,
everybody says that.
Yeah, but she said, like, she really was like, and it's so funny because she really acts like that. Like, she's going to do anything to survive and will do, play her cards right. But like I said, we see what's fake and what's not.
Yeah, literally. But it's so funny because I feel like we've been saying that. These bitches, it's like jail. It's like prison. Smiley said that. DTB say that. And someone else said that. Was it Krishan? I think she said that at some point too, but these bitches been saying that shit is like jail, bro. Even Rolly at some point. It's just, that's probably why she was fucking on a security guard. Bitch was bored. But I have a question. Where the fuck is Choco Brown?
That's right. You've been asking that the whole episode.
Where is she? Because she got an introduction and all this stuff. And she's like, I don't know if she's in Nigeria already. I don't know where she is, but like, I know she's Nigerian, but like, where the fuck is she? She was supposed to be a part of the New Girls, and we did not see her not once. We did not get an introduction. And I'm like, I thought she was going to be on the show. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, that's actually true. I didn't even notice that she wasn't there until you mentioned
I was like, where's my Nigerian? I'm noticing that she's not there because she still had her accent. Like, I remember like hearing her intro, like, okay, I'm ready for my Nigerian, and not once did I see her, hear her, Nothing. So I
Mhm.
need to know where the fuck she at. Because this episode 3, how come we haven't seen you?
Yeah.
And we haven't heard anything about you not being on the show
It's
anymore.
true.
But you got an introduction?
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone else realize that? Because that's fucking weird.
It's true.
So, they talk about how Anna's in baddie timeout. That's probably what it is. But they don't really know what's going on with that. So now we go to the next scene. We see Tavi, Pretty P, Russian, and Cold-Killa. They're meeting up and they're talking about last night, the whole situation. Cold-Killa is talking about her situation with the song as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Then Russian starts talking about Tavi is talking about her shit with DTB, but I don't really care. Russian starts telling the whole story, what happened between her and the reason why she wanted to fight Rican, and it had to do with ELSIE. She tells the whole story. And then in the middle of that, interrupting that story, you see Summer and Bad Dolly come out. And it's so funny because Pretty P thanks Summer for the upgrade. You see this part where she thanks her for the upgrade. And out of nowhere, shit just went left. I don't even know why. And then Summer just randomly fucking hits Cold-Killa when she really didn't need to. She really didn't need to.
So over Bad Dolly and Summer.
Yeah, and then Bad Dolly starts fighting her too, as we see in the preview for the next episode, because obviously that's where the episode ends. And I don't know, I'm just kind of really over it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really over it. I'm like, okay, this unnecessary fighting. But then again, that's the show, right? I guess. But in the next episode, we do see, the extended part of the fight. Bad Dolly jumps in as well. We do see Tavi, I guess, also fight Cold-Killa, I guess, for jumping in ELSIE's situation. And then we just see more bullshit happening. We see Anna sit down as well with DTB. And she's talking about the situation. So, I'm excited to see what happens next. What are your thoughts on this episode? Do you think it was a solid episode again?
I think it was a lot of unnecessary fighting. It was a little too long being in that one scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little too long being in that one scene. But yeah, it was good. It was funny. It was very funny, very
So
interesting.
8 out of 10, not 10 out of 10.
Yeah, not 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel that. It always gets like that. Like, it starts off strong,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just finishes, and it's just like slowly like goes down. Which
For
is
sure,
weird
for
how
sure.
it does that. But yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? You like
I
it?
think it was 8 out of 10. I agree with you. I do feel like it was just a lot going on, especially for the first night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of girls. It's like 15 girls. So it was just, and they were all there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't separated. So it's like, oh, they're all there. And they're actually all staying in one house this time. So
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
that is, so it's interesting to see how that goes, because they are all actually staying in the same house. No separateness, no none of that. No different house, no hotel. They're all going to be in one now. They have a big enough house where they can fit all those bitches in one.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see how it goes. And that's pretty much it.
Also very excited to hear what you guys have to say. Did we miss anything? Do you have agreements or disagreements with anything we had to say? We'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely comment, guys. Also, let us know where you're from. We love hearing where you're from. And with that being said, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Renzamania1. You guys can find us on Instagram at
The Petty Headquarters.
You guys can find us on YouTube at
The Petty Headquarters.
And you guys can find us on all podcast platforms at
The Petty Headquarters.
It is very simple. We are on all podcast platforms. Feel free to rate, comment, write a review for us, share this podcast for people that will subscribe to it, as well as the YouTube video. And with that being said, this was your weekly dose of mess.